No one can save your football career. I've been on this football journey for a while, and it's very annoying when I have friends that see how much I've improved and they'll now text me and ask me how they can improve as well. And it's very annoying because most of them, they don't even do things that are necessary for them to do. If you're a normal person, like to live as a normal person, they don't do it. Talk less of being a footballer. They sleep at 2 a.m., play video games all day. They don't even play any matches at all. They don't even do anything at all. They just watch movies, no sports, no time outside. And then they will now message me and say they need my help, that some tips, tricks, and all these things. Problem is that they're just bothering themselves, doing tons of research, learning new things, but they're not actually implementing anything. They are still doing things that are making them worse. And the problem is action. Yes, action is the key here. You have to be able to take action. There's no point of learning when you don't take action. Just like reading a book, you are not using what you read in the book. So what's the point of reading the book in the first place? So they don't take action. And if all they did was not taking action, then that would still be better. But they are still taking actions that are taking them further away from their goals. Just like what I said now, doing bad habits, eating junk food, sleeping late, never watching full matches, always watching highlights. Just because they watch one or two Neymar highlights now, they think that they can become footballers. Just doing the bad habits in general and not doing the good habits at all. And then they message me that I should come and save their career. No, it's not possible. When you can't take the actions by yourself, there's nothing anybody can do. Even if Messi was to give you the blueprint on how he became the best footballer in the world, and he gives you, when you don't take action, then it's worthless. So just for you not to go away empty-handed in this video, let me just give you some few actionable steps that you can do to improve. So the first one is purpose. You must know what you want to achieve. And I know that you will say that maybe you want to become the best footballer in the world. Everybody has that dream. But you have to have a definite purpose, like what exactly do you want to achieve? So, and ideally should be like your 10-year dream plan. So for me now, I have on my laptop a Word document where I wrote my 10-year plan. You could also have it in a notebook as well. So you write down what you want to achieve in 10 years, every minute detail, where you live, if you have kids, if you are married, where you play, what position you play, how many goals and assists you make in a season, and everything like that. So you write it down, and write it down in the present tense. So occasionally you read it, maybe twice a week, 3 times a week. You can even read it every day. So reading it is going to keep you disciplined because you know what you want to achieve, know your purpose. And it's very important to write it in present tense and visualize it as you're reading it. Visualize it as if it's already happening to you. Then after I've set your purpose down, it's important for you to write goals that will take you towards your purpose and put it on the wall. So the purpose is like for 10 years time, but your goals will be fewer, as in shorter time periods, like 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month. So you set those goals and you paste it on your wall. So let me show you my goals on my wall. So these are I'm not sure you can see them. I have my goals written on the wall, and that's my habit tracker beside it. We'll get to that. So you write down the goals that you have to take, the short-term goals that are going to lead you to the long-term purpose. Now, for example, in my long-term purpose, I'm playing for Arsenal and I'm playing for the Nigerian national team. So in my goals now, one of my goals is to become the best player on my school team by March next year, and to become the best player on my local team at home. So that's one of my goals. So you have to write short-term goals that will lead you towards the long-term goals, because if you just have your purpose down and you don't have short-term goals that are that you can easily achieve, then having a purpose is just like having a dream, no action. And then you now break down those minute goals into daily actionable steps that you must do every day to become better. And that's why you have your habit tracker. So you know the 80-20 rule that says 20% of what you do gives you 80% of your results. I've boiled down the 20% of things that you should do as a footballer to make it. That gives you 80% of the results. And that's what I have on my habit tracker then. And I have meditation, morning primer, myofascial release, facial training, and sleeping by 10 p.m. There are actually other things you could do like pandiculation, this and that. But these are like 20% of things that are the most important things for you to do. And if you want more details on how to do them, as long as with things like my game IQ guide, my diet guide, how to live, how to train individually, I have everything in my course on how to go from average to baller in 30 days. So you could get that first link in the description as well. Then I want you to start watching full football matches. You cannot tell me you want to become a professional footballer and you're watching anime, you're watching shows. Like, it's like I don't even want to be making videos for people like that anymore. If you are telling me you want to become a professional footballer and you're busy watching shows, okay, I understand it's okay to watch shows once in a while. But when it's coming to consistent, that's what you do every day, then it becomes a problem. You cannot tell me you want to become a professional footballer and you never watch full matches. All you watch is Neymar highlights and then Yamal highlights and you think that you can make it as a pro. That's not how it's done. You have to watch full football matches. Understand football. Football is a simple game, but when you watch too much highlights, it's like, how can you understand this? You have to watch the full match. Highlights don't show everything that happens in the game. Highlights just show a portion of what happens. They don't show when he lost the ball. They don't show the movement he made before he received the ball. There are many other things that highlights don't show. And I see that people just like watching highlights. Okay, it's okay to watch highlights once in a while. But when you think that watching highlights is the same thing as watching football, that's when I'm getting it wrong. I might watch full matches almost every day if I have the chance. Then I want to play small-sided games. That's very important as well. That's where talents like Neymar, Yamal, that's where they build up their talent. You can't just be doing individual training, cone drills. Do you think that Yamal and Neymar, they went to the streets of their area and lined up cones and started dribbling? No, they just went out to their friends, had fun, and played. And that's how they got better. Playing small-sided games is what's going to make you improve, because it's going to get you in the flow state and going to allow you to have fun. And when you're having fun, it's the only way you can improve. And you can argue that why is it, if it's about small-sided games, why is it the other players that play small-sided games did not make it? Well, there are other factors. And one of the factors is what I want to mention in the next actionable step, and that's fascia. Fascia is actually a complex subject, and if you want to learn more, I also have it in my course, first link in the description. But fascia is like a connective tissue that wraps around all your bones, nerves, tendons, muscles, and is responsible for movements in general. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm not going to go too in depth on fascia. But training your fascia is the way that you can improve. That's what all the top footballers have that the average footballers don't have. They have well trained fascia, well tensioned fascia that they train throughout their childhood by playing multiple sports, playing barefoot, running around, having fun. We are all born with fascia, but the difference between us and the professionals is that when they were little, they trained their fascia unconsciously, while us were sitting down in chairs watching shows, watching cartoons, when we should be having outside playing football, running around, playing tag. So if you want to learn more about fascia and how to train your fascia, then click the first link in the description to get my course. Thanks for watching. Bye.